Welcome gamers, hello. We're back again on Friday, 7/10. That's right, 7/10, July 10th. I mean, for some of you it could be 10/7, you know? Depending on when you're ordering of day and month, it could be 10/7, but for us it is 7/10. It is 7 divided by 10. Anyway, welcome Stream Elements, welcome Ranu Xtag, and Probs Not Jack, thank you for 47 months. That is in fact many months. And Tub of Insects, and JD, and everyone's here, literally everyone. Almost 7-11, true. Isn't that like free Slurpee Day or whatever? Anyway, this is today's image. It is a creature of some kind. It has, well, you don't know if it has 4 eyes. You don't know which eyes are the real eyes. Real eyes. We just don't even know. Anyway, it appears that my computer has stopped responding again, so I will have to turn it off and turn it back on. So that's cool. Isn't that a fun thing? Cool thing that we're always doing on this stream. Restarting. Anyway, I don't know what I'm streaming today. The category is games and demos, and we have not determined which game nor which demo, but we will find out eventually. Or not. Or what if we never find out? What if we will just never know? We're just always in this state of not knowing what we're streaming. It appears that it has stopped responding again immediately. Are you seeing this? This screen is not even working. Hold on. Let me like press some buttons. Yep, okay, the screen turned up. No, actually, okay, I thought it was fine, but it's actually not fine. I've pressed several buttons. It's not working. Okay, what if I unplug and replug the capture card? Because sometimes that's it. Sometimes that's the issue. I've replugged the capture card, and that did not appear. Okay, maybe it's worse. It appears that maybe it's worse now. Is that it keeps flickering? It's not even responding. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna restart again. Surely that's gonna fix it. What if this is the last time? What if it's actually so broken that I can never stream on this PC again? Like, what if it's just like I have to start streaming like Nintendo Switch games or something? I feel like I haven't actually used my Nintendo Switch in a long time. I don't even remember the last time that I even switched my input display thing to my Nintendo Switch. I mean, it's always on. It's always in sleep mode. It's always plugged in. But I just like, I don't know. Just don't know what it's like. But anyway, you guys remember when we played this game? Lego Builders. Good times. I guess we're gonna go through, you know, Epic Games again. Go through the Epic Games Store, see what games we have. There are also some more games on GOG, you know, because if you're a subscriber to Amazon Prime, you will get Twitch Prime. I believe they call it Prime Game. I did not mean to open this game again. Oh my god, I didn't mean to open. Why? I hate why does oh my god, why does Epic Games do that? You would think that clicking on the game here would bring you to the screen, but no. Hovering over it launches it, and you can't even right click it to, like, you know, say I want to open this page. Messed up. What if I played the Rhythm Heaven Groove demo? No, I don't. Is it a Switch 1 game? Is it not like Switch 2? Welcome Liquid Cake, crab streamer. We don't even know if it's a crab, okay? Everyone's saying it's a crab. It just resembles one, okay? It might not even really be a crab. Anyway, we're gonna uninstall Lego Builder's Journey, okay? I'm probably also gonna uninstall this one. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna be playing this one. Okay, what other games? We got, let's check GOG as well. On GOG? GOG Galaxy? It's a Switch 1 game? I don't know. I've seen some people play it. It seemed fine. Alright, what are my games, guys? How do I check my games? Anyone use GOG? All games, but like my games. So I want it to be my games. Not owned games. There it is. Welcome Tag Barrel. Good old games. Alright, let's check the list. Own games, sort by recently obtained. Date added, like, they're never clear with this. Like, is it ascending or descending? You're telling me they have no option to like reverse sort this? Honestly, kind of messed up. Well, it's probably sorted by... Actually, I don't know. XCOM? No, I can't play XCOM. That's too much thinking. It's like tactics game. I don't have the capability for thinking. Look, we got Stardew Valley. No way. What even is this? Between Time Escape Room. What is that one? Tested on Humans Escape Room. Oh yeah, you guys remember when I played the demo of Fruit Bus? That's a thing. That's a game that exists. Alone in the Dark. We got Gunslugs, Dream Tactics, Fallout 3, XCOM 2, Golf with Friends, Wild Country. And then what about Epic Games, huh? Let's check Epic Games. I always forget how to check like games in my library, you know? Reset the filters. Thief is supposed to be good. No. Roller Coaster Tycoon. We got the Moon Mystery. We played this one. I feel like we just keep doing this. Like every few streams, we just keep going over the list that we've already gone over several times. There's gotta be something, right? This has gotta be something. What about that? What about that mouse fishing game? Let me check that out. It's not even Wednesday, but we could check it out. Welcome, Stanley. Let me try to recall what that game was called. I think I have to download Sandbox. Has anyone done that? Oh no. S&Box. Could be it. It could be the thing to do. Here guys, Sandbox. How to fish for mouse, we'll find out. We'll download Sandbox. You can download Sandbox on Steam? You're telling me a game platform has another game platform launch? Wait, it costs money? Oh shoot, okay, never mind. I thought it was free. Why was I under the impression that Sandbox was free? Can I play games that are free? Do I need to like do I pay for this thing to play the games? No way, right? There's surely, because like Roblox is free. It's open source. Can I just like get it? Can I just play the games without... Wait, no installs? No... Wait, what? Right from the main menu together? What do you mean? How do you play the games with no installs? Browser? What do you mean? Or do they mean you still have to download? You have to download Sandbox. Welcome, Delicious Smile. Thank you for the 11 months. You pay for some things. Man, what is this? Fishing. What was that game called? Fishing. Puddle Pond. Can I just play this game? How do I play this game? Download. I would like to download how to play sandbox game. Does it cost money? That's the thing. And welcome back, Usley. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention we got new Alyssa mods. I'll put those on the screen. Everyone can see them. Let's see, pictures. We got animations. Alright, so we got these. I don't know which one of these she used. We got this one. Oh, hold on. We got that one. This one's not new, but it's part of the set. We got this one. Hiding emote. Actually, I think this one's faster than the one that she used. Anyway, those are there. If you're sub to a list, you can use these. Anyway, how do I play sandbox games? Sandbox will only be available via the Steam store. Go buy. Okay, you know what? Never mind. I thought it was free. It turns out that is not free, so I guess I cannot play this game. I think it would have been cool to play this game, but I'm not paying $20 for sandbox for one game. Is this real? Didn't they say it's open source? Should that not mean it's available for free? Do they have GitHub releases? Can I like compile this on my own? Or is that only if I want to make games? Make it, yeah, why would they put a swear in their tagline? This looks so AI, right? Doesn't it look so AI? The way that they randomly bold words. The overuse of emoji. Bolding. Alright, I guess we're not playing that. Okay, well then, gotta figure out what to do though. What game am I going to play today? We got sort by. This is recently purchased, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, this is page 3. I used a lot of emoji. Maybe you should stop doing that. Have you considered not doing this? I don't know. It's not really just the use of emoji. It's specifically the use of emoji in an AI-like fashion. Not just video, also games. So true. Also, I did not know there was a Trine 4. No idea that was a thing that existed. Anyone have fun with games recently? Anyone enjoy gaming? We got a bunch of games. What if today's game is VVV? No, but I've already seen. I already know what that game is. I know everything. What if we play this? No, I heard this was really hard. Maybe I don't play that one. Is this any good? Limbo. What kinds of Limbo? I already played Limbo. Got Ghost Jump. We got good old Jurassic Park. We got the pony fighting game. We got Garden Story. Okay, what about GOG? Okay, let's check GOG again. Remember this game? I played this game. Quake. Yo, Outer Wilds, the worst one. The worst Outer Wilds, if they spelled wilds wrong. Tried out the Museum Masterpieces game. That's one. Yeah, it was it's very similar to another game series that I played before. But I've already played it. Welcome Metal Gear Outworlds. So true, so true. I need another game that's like Islets, you know? That was a cool game. Any other games like Islets out there? Also, I could have sworn I had more games in this. Is this really all the GOG games I have? Vacuum Sugar Quest, I've already played that though. What if today's game was Memortix? What is that? Is that a game? Free to play, congregate? What is this game? You have Void Rot and Bloodstain, which are Metroidvanias. Oh, true. True? What is this? What is this game? Memortix. Welcome, what's the butts? I don't know. Is Family Guy? They got Family Guy in here? Welcome, Zoe. Be down for Wolfie Bloodstained. But would I be, though? Is that something that I would enjoy? Surely there's like high quality games out there. I can try. No, what if I don't try? What if I... No. Dropping him is free. That is also true. What the heck? On Together has voice chat? No way. We got, you know, I installed this and I never played it. What if we played this? Poco game. What is Poco? What is? It's got like a little clown, right? Isn't this fun? Was this a point and click? What if I played Dark Souls 2? I already did that. Okay, and I beat the whole game. And the person that was playing the game before me, not even anywhere near the middle of the game. Messed up. What kind of game is this? Point and click. I'm like not sure about point and click games. Like, sometimes they're fine, but I feel like a lot of times I'm kind of like, I don't know. I just don't know what it is. Alright, what about some of these games? Bird. The day I became a bird. About marble? We could play marbles. About wet fishing, super adventure. Oh, what about super adventure? Guys, what about super adventure demo? What about Uma Musume? Nubby's Number Factory, Among Us, Hitman. You guys remember Hitman? It was a good game. World of Assassination. You know what? Okay, let's play. Let us actually play a game. Let us play Super Adventure Demo. Let me look up Super Adventure game. No, what the heck? Super Bear Adventure? No, just Super Adventure. What a generic sounding name. Crow Country? I've already seen someone play it. I don't know about that one. What, even with quotes, it shows Super Bear Adventure? Super Adventure on Steam. Look at this game, right? You can run around, you got platforming, you turn around, deflect things. Sure, you know, let's play that. Let's play this game. This demo. Good times. Anyway, how is everyone doing on this Friday? Anyone having a good Friday? Anyone have a good Thursday? I had to conduct an interview yesterday, and it was very bad. The person was very underprepared. They did not know what they were doing. They refused to explain what they were thinking. I provided several hints and they ignored all of them. And then they recited an answer that seemed like they were reading from an AI generated response. It's just very weird. Alright, I guess I should get my controller. It does say my controller. It does say it's a controller game. I'm gonna BRB. Alright, I've done it. Yeah, welcome, Xed. The bank had an interview? No, you didn't. Literally making that up. How does one prepare for an interview? You don't. This guy did not know basic Python. We were like, oh, he has 10 years of experience writing Python for like something. And then he could not even like do like basic functionality. It was very strange. It's like those stupid ads about how to cheat on interviews, right? He cheated and he still did badly. Honestly, really messed up. Alright, what's this game called? Super Adventure? Super Adventure. Does it even have... Okay, it does have a category. So anyway. Yeah, he started off and, you know, I was like, here's the problem. Here's how you know, and then he said, oh, I would solve it like this, and I was like, that's a good approach. Do you want to try implementing it? And then he did it a worse way, and I was like, why did you choose to do it this way? And he was like, I'm not confident in my programming abilities. I don't even really write code. I just get AI to do it nowadays, so I'm like kind of rusty on this thing. I'm like, okay. And then he couldn't even do it the simple way. It was just very strange. It's very weird. He was like, oh, I'm like a data scientist. We don't really write code anymore. I'm like, okay, well, I mean, like, but you've been doing it like before. You've been writing code before, you know. That sort of issue. We used to get Erlang applicants who wrote web things in some Erlang frameworks. Is not how we use Erlang. They knew a bunch of stuff that was different from what we knew. Well, in this case, it's like he just did not know basic Python. He didn't know how to debug his code. Literally, you know, like when you type something wrong and then the compiler's like, there's a big red squiggly line that tells you what you did wrong. He typed some code that was bad, which is understandable, you know, in an interview environment. Maybe you're like, oh, I'm a bit rusty. But you can at least like look at the big squiggly line, hover your mouse cursor over it, and it tells you exactly what's wrong. He used like single equals instead of double equals, which, you know, it's a mistake people make. But then I had to tell him. I had to, after like 2 minutes of him trying to figure out, he was just like, something's wrong here. Something's wrong. I don't know. I was like, well, if you try looking at this line, hover over the thing and tell me what it says. And then it said, you use a single equals. Have you considered trying to use double equals for comparison? And he's like, oh, yeah. It's like, well, I mean, you know, it's very strange. Like an IDE, if they gave me an IDE, no, you can't even, you could just hover over the thing, man. Literally, it's not even like that complicated. You would know if you type something and you had a big squiggly red line underneath. You would think to hover over the thing. I don't know. I feel like I had better chances, probably. Probably. And I was doing the interview with someone else who had never interviewed before. Like, you know, he's there to observe what to do when you're interviewing people. And he was like, afterwards, we just looked at each other and he's like, well, that was really bad. And he's like, well, the other person that I interviewed was like really good. And I was like, well, now you know what it's like when there's someone who's not good. And he's like, that's true. It's very weird. Anyway, possibly like the worst interview I've done. I was kind of surprised that it could be that bad. I was like looking at his resume. He had like 10 years of experience with like stuff, and I was like, oh, this looks like he knows what he's doing. But he did not. Would it be a passing interview if he just opened up Claude and said, code the answer to the interview question? I mean, I don't think we allow that, but the thing is, he kind of cheated and he still did badly. Because like I asked a question about something, and then he just like stared for like maybe like a minute or two. He gave like a very vague answer, and then I asked like a follow-up question, and then like he waited maybe like 30 seconds, and then he gave like a very, very unusually detailed answer. It was like unlike any other answer he had given, and it was like very specific, as if he was reading from an AI generated response. And then it had like some conflicting like things in it. Let's see, are you good at sending the candidate home? I am really bad at that. I just want them to have success because I feel bad. No, because like that's the thing. If you're an interviewer, you're trying to get people hired. So like you give them the benefit of the doubt as much as possible. You're like, I would really like this person to succeed. I gave them several chances. I was hinting. I was like, oh, have you tried doing it this way? And he was like, he just ignored it. He didn't even answer the question. I was like, what if you had this thing? What would happen? And then I was like, okay, what if you wrote this class? If you had, let's say you had this class, what field would it have? And then he just didn't answer it. And then I asked again, and he just did some other way. I don't know. And then the person I was, interviewing with, he was like, yeah, you literally asked him twice. You gave him like several hints. Anyway, what's happening in this game? We're being attacked. How do I talk to people in this game? I'm pressing up. Okay, we pressed up. Yeah, this is what I'm fighting. It happens sometimes. It's like if your resume is really good, but you can't really, like, back it up. I don't know. And I'm sure after the interview, he probably was like, what they're telling us to write code nowadays? Data scientists don't write code. I can't believe. And like part of me is also like, yeah, like the code that we have in interviews, like not something you would write day to day. But it's kind of like to evaluate your collaboration skills as well. When I give a hint, you could be like, oh yes, I will consider this. When I like, ask you how you would implement it, it's more important that we work together on the solution than you to actually know, like, the answer. Data scientist makes more sense. Yeah, but I mean, like, I feel like the data scientists would at least know, like, basic Python. Just, like, somewhat. There's only a number of people actually getting interviews. It's true. Anyone interview recently? Anyone have fun times interviewing? Sorry, I'm like blocking a lot of stuff here. I wish. Gotta find a job. A good job. Oh, look at this. So what you did? How did it go? Did you have good times? You probably did better than this guy. I don't know, it's just so shocking to me. So surprising. Anyway, I had not done one of these interviews in probably like a few months at this point. I was like, what if I forget, Because like there's like a question that we have to ask, and then it's like, you guide them based on these things. Like if they say this thing, you could be like, okay, have you tried doing this thing? I've tried all the things. Literally did all the things. I'll tell you about the outcome in a week or two. How long do they usually take to get back? I feel like it really depends on the place. Sometimes they get back like immediately. Sometimes it's like months. Like one time when I was looking for jobs, I applied to a place and they literally responded maybe like 6 months after the fact, like we've chosen to go with another candidate. And like, well, I would assume so. It's been 6 months. I don't know why you would even respond at this point. It went well, and that's good. The thing is though, it's bad because like sometimes even though the interview went really well, there could just be someone else who like did just like a little bit better, right? We had something like that. We were interviewing 2 people, and like they both did pretty well, but then like just one person did slightly better, and then we contacted them, and then they declined because they had like another offer that was better, or like at a place they would prefer to work at. But then like we already like rejected the other guy. This is always a weird thing. Like if you have multiple candidates that are good, and then you accept one of them, but then they don't accept back, then by that time the other person that did well was already rejected, or like, you know, they found another thing. So it's just like, you know, it's just bad. It just feels bad. They just vibe better. Well, that's like subjective. You can't judge someone based on vibes, really. I mean, you can, but like probably should have some standard, maybe. Anyway, it's cool. You know, I never really enjoyed interviewing as an interviewer or as an interviewee. What's the most stages I've had? I don't know. A bunch. A billion. What am I doing? How do I kill this guy? Non-technical interviews are more of a vibe check. I think so. Whoa, what the? Got a sword now? Anyone out there with a sword? The sword guys out there. Anyone stabbing? Most I've had is 5 stages of grief. The 5 stages of grief. The guy I remember judging on vibes was incredulous we didn't use Splunk to store our logs. We just figured there's no way he'd cope with some of the other stuff we do. That is a thing that happens sometimes. That's like a vibes-based thing. That has happened to me one time. I remember when I interviewed at a place and they were interviewing for like a Rust position, and I was like, oh, I love Rust. I'm very proficient. I have experience in this thing. And they were like, that's good, but it felt like he was too adamant on using Rust. He was too excited about using Rust. It seemed as if he would hate if he wrote C++. And I was like, well, I don't know how they would get that. I don't know why they would think this. They're like, oh, we've had experience with people that are like really, really into Rust, that they just hate other languages. I don't know, why would they assume that that's me? So then like in follow-up interviews with other companies, I had to be like, well, I enjoy Rust, but I would be fine with other languages as well. Just, you know, me personally. I don't know. But it was nice because like the company that I interviewed with was kind of like one of the only companies that actually gave feedback. I feel like most companies are like, they'll just reject you, and if you like ask why, they'll be like, sorry, we can't disclose why. But that one was nice. They were like, yeah, this interview went well. They had this minor suggestion on this thing. And you know, we were just looking for someone with more experience on this specific technology. We had other candidates that knew more about this stuff. You know, that is a concern. Like, if someone is, like, too interested in just, like, one aspect of the job, if they get asked to do other stuff, they'll probably hate it. We had a thing where, like, at a previous place, we hired someone to work on some stuff, and then, like, he had to do anything that was, like, unrelated to it. Like, we had to, like, update config files, manage deployments and stuff like that, and he was just like, I just want to write code. He hated anything that wasn't, like, functional programming. And then I guess he just left. He went to do other stuff because he hated updating configs. No, I've died. That's a thing. Literally, it's a thing that happens. The fun world of interviewing. Anyway, I think it's fine that I talked about someone else's interview, because I didn't disclose too much. I didn't say like his name and address and companies he worked at. just that I interviewed someone and they had these problems. What if they're watching the stream right now? You say my name and address? Like I probably could, but I won't. So I think that would be a bad idea. I think that would be an awful idea, even with permission. No! Disclose. About that close. This game's kind of hard, honestly. I keep trying to like jump down. Like in Maple Story, you press down and jump. Jump down through platforms. It's not a thing. Imagine though if you like, if you did an interview and then you're like, oh, that went pretty well. And then like you watch a stream and then the person you're watching was like, I interviewed someone today and it was the worst interview I've ever had. And then they're like, haha, that's so funny. And then they describe what sounded exactly like your interview that you just had. You're like, wait a second. That was me. Wait, I did that. I thought I did pretty well. Oh, shoot. This guy freaking sucked. He should never have interviewed ever. Another guy we rejected had bad vibes, complained his interviewer didn't bother to wear socks. We rejected him anyway, made it clear we were right. You didn't even wear socks. I can't believe. Like, do people care about that kind of stuff? They're just like, this person was rude. They didn't even, like... When we offered them a drink of water, they refused. Is that a thing from the interviewer side? We offered him a bottle of water and he said no. I'm good, thanks. And we were like, what the? How dare you? We were here graciously offering you adequate hydration. And yet, you did not even accept. SMH. For real, for real. Do I even need to fight this guy? Maybe I don't even need to. Maybe it's not even needed. No! On my interview for my current job, my glass of water had metal screw and sawdust? What? Never accepted or asked for anything. I think it's fine. Fine to not ask for things. If someone offers, you can politely decline. Unless you're like, how dare you offer me water? I would never. What the heck, a UFO? Is this Among Us? The cupboard door was falling off in the kitchen. Some of it fell into the glass. Glass of water had metal screw and some sawdust. That seems not safe. That seems like it would be bad. What am I doing? What am I doing here? Oh. Of course. I like to start being interviewed by asking them a question. What are your strengths and weaknesses? What is name one conflict you've had in your life? How do you resolve a conflict with a coworker? Would you improve? What is your favorite part about your current job? What are we doing? Hold to lock movement. RB to lock movement. I'm doing it. Oh, I see. That's what they want us to do. What was the best? What was the worst interview you've ever had? As an interviewer. As someone conducting the interview. You're like, this person did this thing. I remember the time when someone kept attending to their dog, which wasn't a big deal, but everyone who interviewed them always said they took a break to take care of their dog. Every single interview. That was a thing. Why should I work for you? I just slump back into the chair. Take up one of the drinks. It's gonna be like, why are you excited for this job? What is, what are you looking for in your job? You're like, just money. Just money. I think, we need money to survive in society. I think I might have been accepted by every place I've interviewed for. What the heck? He's goated. I lied. Oh. Well, it's not true. I once interviewed someone along with another manager. We came out, said not a good fit. The guy started. Wait, that is the thing that happens sometimes. Sometimes people get hired just because. Just because someone else just wants them to be hired. How do I even get to this guy? I talked about this like some time ago, but like at a place I worked at for some time, there was there was an Android team, the Android mobile devices team. Like everyone on the team left except one guy, and then that guy had to do all the interviews. And then there was like a guy who apparently was not qualified at all, trying to apply. And everyone who interviewed him was like, yeah, this guy is not really it. Everyone said no. But then he got hired anyway somehow. Even though literally everyone said no. Maybe like the manager was like, no, we need this guy. And then he was apparently so bad at his job that the one Android developer was like, I have to spend all my time babysitting like this one guy. And then he just quit. He just quit on the day of. He was like, yeah, I'm not gonna spend my workday babysitting this guy who I didn't even want on the team. And he just left, not even 2 weeks notice. He just left the next day. He was gone. I never spoke to him again. That was a thing that happened. Sending the email to the GM a year later saying it wasn't working out was an interesting time. What if he's still there? What am I supposed to do here? Okay, this guy just keeps... Surely this isn't what I'm supposed to be doing, right? Carabel has only been accepted to one place you've interviewed. Have you worked at the same place your entire life? What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to attack this guy? I mean, it would make sense to attack this guy. Okay, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be doing this. The only reason I ever got a job was because my uncle worked there. This guy's nepotism. At will employment is so funny when it's not corporal firing. Yeah, you could just leave whenever. You don't even need to tell them. Literally... just out of there. But that's not a thing in Germany. We've learned this from Denchi. Is that in Germany you gotta give like sometimes 6 months notice. Isn't that messed up? You gotta let them know 6 months ahead of time. I've only worked in the same place since I graduated from college. 5 years? Damn. Then surely it's a good place then, right? What if it's not? What if it's not a good place? What if it's actually a bad place? What if it's like the worst place? My job is supposed to be 1 month notice. Everyone has quit. Hasn't worked it. Yeah, is it required by law to give notice there? I don't know. 10 plus years is 3 months minimum. That's like a long time though. 3 months? Supposed to be 1 month. No one respects man. Well, can they sue you for it? Can they be like, well, this guy was supposed to give 1 month, but they didn't. We're suing for damages. Can't believe they would do this. I don't know. I've usually given like 3 months, not 3 months, 3 weeks of notice usually. As usually when I'm like at a place for long enough, I like know a lot of systems. I don't really owe them anything, but I'm just like, I might as well, you know? Looking out for my coworkers, because if I just leave, then they just gotta deal with stuff on their own. And I thought my coworkers were cool. The notice is only for firing. Can't they fire you like whenever? After 10 years, it's on good terms. I give them big heads up, try to work out a leave start date. I guess it makes sense. Anyway. Jobs. Am I right, guys? Working for places. It sure is a thing that we do in society. Not all of us. Some of us don't do it. But many of us do. What's the deal? What's the deal? Can I retire yet? Maybe. I feel like I might be able to retire. Like with my current my current savings, would I be able to retire? I don't know. Because like my spendings per month are like not that high. You know, like I live in a place where the mortgage has been paid off. It's not like I'm paying like huge amounts of money every month. In New York, yeah, if you own property that was inherited from your parents, they don't have a mortgage. They paid it off. Dogecoin, how's Dogecoin doing? Retire? Yeah, but what if I need the money later? You know, like what if like I get really sick and then I find out? The thing also is that if you are not working for a company, you have to pay a lot of money for insurance. You guys know how much money insurance is? It's like, isn't it at least like $600 a month or something in the US? It's honestly messed up. Like if you work for a company, it's like subsidized, you know, as part of the company. It's maybe like $60 a month from your whatever. If you have your own insurance not sponsored by the company, it's like hundreds per month. Yeah, insurance is insane. Unless I moved, what if I moved to like Canada or something? I don't know. But then I would need to like pay for the other stuff, you know? Let's see, when I quit working at Walmart, I told my manager 2 weeks in advance. He said I had to come in during the day when I'm asleep to make it official. I just didn't show up 2 weeks after I told him. Yeah, what are they gonna do? Fire you? Isn't it better if they fire you? Like, don't they have to give severance? I'm gonna do that. Move to Mexico. Move to Canada. Severance. I was thinking, whoa, Severance, that's like the TV show or whatever. I've heard no one talk about Severance recently. I'm going to assume that that show is not airing anymore. Or that there's some kind of like in between seasons maybe. I don't know. Severance. Several ants. It's like 5 years in between seasons. What the heck? Isn't a season like 3 months? How can they? What, is this boss supposed to take this long? Welcome to mine. Happy Friday to you. Wait, we did 2 hits. Please, please. about several ants. Whoa, we did it! What is this? What do we get now? LB. What does that do? Hold X. Whoa, it's a gun! Oh my god, it's a gun? It's literally a gun. Flying saucer. Got no more hearts in this thing. Anyway. Careers. Working. A job. Interviewing people. Being interviewed. These are things we do as members of society. Many can relate. I can relate to it. You can probably relate. Did I ever do an assessment center? I don't even know what that is. What is that? What is an assessment center? What do I do here? What do I even do here? How do I even do this without dying? Okay, maybe that's not it. Oh, it doesn't kill. Oh, I have my shield. I have my shield. Are assessment centers a German thing? Maybe. What are they? Can you describe what they are? No, help. Yeah, what is that? What is that? Is that where they assess what you do? Is that where they grade you? They're like, this guy did well on this day. Kind of. Is that where they assess mint? Where they look at mint and they go, yep, that's mint. Good mint. Assessment center is a process where candidates are examined to determine their suitability for specific types of employment, especially management or military command. Candidates' personality and aptitudes are determined by techniques. I don't know. Is that like you're like looking for a job but you don't know what kind of job you want, and then they just go, oh yes, maybe they'll be fit for this kind of job. That's probably a thing over here, but I don't know. It probably exists as a system. Yo, don't use it. Oh my god, this game's too hard. Right, they made this game too hard. He died. It's more of here's, oh, you have to do all this? It's more of a here's managerial or some other position. We want to check if you're a good candidate. Here's a, like, when you're like at the job already, or when you're applying to a job. At what point does the assessment center apply? What are they doing? No. Oh. Applying internally or externally? Let's see. I don't know. I feel like maybe we have something similar to it here, but it's not really that much of a thing. I don't know. Anyone ever been assessed at a center? Oh no. Anyone ever assessing mint? Well, they said world save. They might make you match shapes or do a case study. What the? Has anyone done like those like weird interviews that they ask you things that are not related to the job at all? And I don't just mean like, I don't mean like, oh, what will you do in this situation? It's kind of like the videos that you see sometimes on YouTube that are like, oh, this is a Google interview. They ask you like, oh, how many like, how many of this thing is in, how many of this thing do you think is in this region? How many chocolate bars do you think are in the US? Weird stuff like that. Like, that has never happened. I don't know if that's like a real thing that people ask. They're like, oh, how many cows do you think are in the United States? And you have to be like, well, okay, you know, based on this, I estimate this thing. And they try to like evaluate your reasoning. That kind of stuff does not make sense. I like those questions, like you want a contract to clean every window in New York, how much do you charge? How would you answer that? I don't like those questions because it has nothing to do with the job. Oh, an ad break. Oh shoot, I gotta drink some water. When I die. I guess when I die. Next time I die, I will hydrate. What if I just don't die? What if I never die again? It's not about the final answer, more about the logic. Yeah, but I think the logic is just stupid. Just in my opinion, I just think it's stupid. I would charge a lot because it's NYC and my employees want to eat. No, it's just you. You are... I guess you could hire people. That is... No, that is a... I guess that's part of the question is... Do they interpret the question as meaning they have to do it all themselves? Do they consider that they could hire someone? Do they consider that they could be in a managerial position? Things to consider. A lot of things out there. You know, this is kind of a rhythm game. If you really think about it, this is similarities to a rhythm game. I'm gonna drink some water. Alright, I've done it. Even better, I would pay every New Yorker 30 bucks to clean their own windows. But what if they don't do it? You're thinking that people would do it. A lot of people are not going to do it. Simply make them wait until I count it individually each window. What if you interpreted it to mean Windows the operating system? What if you're like, ah yes, Microsoft Windows, and then they're like, whoa, what the hell, he's thinking outside the box. Oh shoot, we didn't even think about it could be Microsoft Windows. And then you get hired immediately. That's the kind of outside the box thinking we need in this company. It's included in the rest, I see. I guess that makes sense. What has been like the weirdest question you've been asked in an interview though? Have there been questions where you're like, why would they even ask that? What are they even doing asking this? Windows comes on USB keys. They haven't done box copies in years. Surely they do. Certainly. Where is Wolfie? I can hear Wolfie. Wait, I'm literally on the screen right now. You told them you stream? That just seems like a very strange thing to tell them. How did that even come up? Is that on your resume, your CV? You put like Twitch streamer on your qualifications. It's under hobbies. I don't know. I don't know if that's something that... It makes sense to put on a CV. How do you answer though? Did they ask about like your media, social medias? What if they found your channel and then they go, this guy's weird, what the heck? Why would he say these things on stream? Unbelievable. Comes up with insults. So I guess it does have sort of a thing that's like, you can talk aloud for long periods of time. That's a thing. Presentation skills. Perhaps. I'm the same person on stream and off. Surely not literally. I mean, I guess, yes, literally you are the same. But like figuratively, surely there's some differences, right? Tune into your stream. There's like, we've talked about this a bit before, but like sometimes people put things like their MMO rating experience in their resumes. And like people that know the game will be like, ah yes, you led a guild that had the top whatever. This requires a lot of coordination between a bunch of different parties. It makes sense, you know, shows your leadership abilities. But do you think like that's the kind of stuff like really works? Like for people who know, they'd be impressed. But then people who don't know, they'd be like, why would he put his video gaming skills on this? Like sure, there's like, you know, there's some stuff about leadership, but they don't really get it, you know? To them it's still just a game. I would imagine that's like sharing your Reddit account with IRL people. I guess the only thing where that would make sense if you're doing like entertainment stuff, or like if you are, I don't even know how to describe. Like if it has to do with the job. Right? Isn't rating illegal? No, I meant the MMORPG ones. They prefaced the question with, now we have to ask what do you stream? Yeah, they're literally required to ask. So you put it on there. That is a thing as well. Plays video games poorly, overcoming adversity. Problem solving skills. And they're like, well, if you're too busy running this guild, what if you had like a work-related issue and you were preoccupied with your games? You'd be like, I'm able to separate work and play. And although I am... And then they'd be like, oh, what about your responsibilities to your guild? Would you really abandon your guild for work? And then they'd be like, of course. Nothing is more important than the company. I would work weekends. And then they'd be like, yes, you got him. You got him. I would be willing to work off hours to resolve any conflicts that occur, even if they collide with my rating responsibilities. Welcome, BrainZap. Where am I? We don't even know, man. Literally, this game is too hard. Yes, I will be on call 24/7. I would love to be here all the time. Wow. Anyway, don't we all have fun here? Isn't everyone having a good time in society? Participating in society in ways that make sense. No, no, no. I think society has many benefits and that it is logical to participate in it. Honestly, I'm a true master at talking myself into weird positions during non-technical interviews. What is an example? What, the game just crashed? Was it like, God, you're like so bad at this game Literally, we're just gonna close the game. Okay, well, I guess that was super adventure. I didn't think the game would actually just close on me like that. It was pretty fun. Thought it was a pretty neat game. I will uninstall it because I'm done with the demo. But now what, though? What am I playing? I don't think I welcome you, Koze's welcome, but also I don't know what I'm playing now. Death counter overflow. Or are they using like an 8-bit value for this? Mahjong. What if you were like participated in Mahjong tournament? Played Final Fantasy XIV online, the free trial edition. Consider listing Mahjong. No. I did once mention. You know, it is weird for me to say that it's weird to mention streaming. Like, I did it one time. I was like, you know, the question was like, what is some feedback you've received from like a peer or a manager, and how did you enact on that feedback? And I was like, well, I've never really been so good at public speaking. So, you know, to improve, I just started streaming to my friends, and I would just talk about video games, and I found that it helped me improve at public speaking, which is true. It's an actually true statement. And they smiled. They were like, oh yeah, that's a unique answer. You know, that's the kind of thing that you can't just make up. You can tell it's legitimate. And they seem satisfied. I mean, I got hired, so I mean, I guess that's good. Like, oh yes, he's taken feedback and he has specifically acted on that feedback outside of work in a way that benefits him. And so I think that's good. I did a live stream response to cultural sensitivities question. What is a cultural sensitivities question? What is that? I don't even know. Game crashed. What do I play? Fortnite. Guys, it's a Fortnite time. Hue. Night in the Woods. Saints Row. Minute was good. There should be more games like Minute. Sonic Mania. Among Us. Sunless Sea. Wasn't that a game that existed? Did someone say Supraland was kind of cool? Chris Tales Brothers. Supraland is great. Maybe I should play it. We could check it out. You know, we got nothing else to do. Supraland, sure. Why not? Stuff like many of our employees are located internationally. What do you pay attention to when interacting with people from other cultures? Oh, I see. I never really know how to answer that kind of stuff. I'm just like, I don't know. I guess I don't pay attention, but that's also a bad answer. I don't pay attention because it's just so normal to me. I'm so ingrained in multiculturalism that I don't even notice. That's probably not the answer they're looking for. I probably would not answer that. But it is true. It is true. I'm not like, oh, this person's international, and therefore they're different. It's like first-person puzzle, kind of like Portal, but doesn't have level 1, 2. I see. I did a very, I pay attention to how to navigate interactions with individuals. I don't know. By streaming. By interacting with many people from outside of my country, I'm able to reach an international audience and obtain perspectives that I otherwise would not have. I'm aware of sensitivities of people from live streaming, mostly extends to people in the West and the United States. You could be like, yes, I am very familiar with Japanese culture. As a fan of anime, I often attend anime conventions and learn about other cultures. And from watching their media, I know customs that I otherwise would not have known. And it enriches my life, because when I interact, I'm able to react in a way that makes sense, culturally speaking. I forgot to exclude Japan from that other cultures list. Exclude? I might be unaware of sensitivities. Yeah, always willing to admit that you may have some downsides or whatever. Is that a new vacuum read emote? Or is that just a tier 2, that's why no one ever uses it? It could be. Could be. Guys, we're installing supraland. What else can I do in the meantime? Tier 2, no, vacuum lost. Freaking vacuum lost. I used to use that all the time. And now the only lost emotes I have are my own and Alyss. Alyss lost. And I feel like Alyss lost, I feel like the head is too big. I don't know, it's just something like... It just feels strange to use it, you know? Maybe it's fine. No, no. My head is too big, what? It's literally not. Might have hit them with my weakness is indecisiveness during my introduction. They just never asked me about any other weakness. You're like, my weakness is indecisiveness, and then any other question you answer like, oh, I'm not sure about that. It could be one of these things. How do people answer their weakness? What would I even say? Like, I guess one of them was like the public speaking one. And then I was like, I improved by doing this. They did ask follow-up questions. About which one? Sorry, I don't mean it. Well, I've already been offended. Follow-up questions about the indecisiveness. I guess they would ask, like, what is an example? What is everyone's biggest weakness in a non-professional response? Well, what is your weakness? Huh? What if you got like really defensive? They ask anything that would imply you had any sorts of flaws. They'd be like, what is your weakness and how have you addressed it? You're like, what about you, huh? What is your weakness? Why is it always about me? Why are you always complaining about my weaknesses? Have we ever stopped to ask, you know, your team, huh? What do you hate about your team? And then they get really upset. They're like, whoa, hey, this is really confrontational. Welcome, Hemp. Really weak against bullets, true. What is your greatest weakness? Stabbing. I feel like if someone were to stab me, I would probably suffer greatly. Bullets as well. Fire. I feel like if I was set on fire, I would not handle that very well. Various things. Ice damage, true. My timekeeping is my biggest weakness. Sorry, can we cut this interview short? I'm double booked. Yeah, what's my greatest weakness? Questions like these. Haha. Bad interview questions. Like this one. Next. And then what if they're like, whoa, this guy's great. What the? He knows how to control a conversation. What is your greatest weakness? People wasting my time like you're doing right now. Next question, please. Can we get this over with? And then they go, whoa, hey, he's great. No one has ever said this. He'll stab you with kindness. That has never happened. That would never be kind. Imagine if she was kind. Ice damage. My greatest weakness is... I don't even know. Taxes. The government. Hey, what's going on with this game? Hold on. What? Oh, did this game default to like full screen? Why would games not default to like borderless windowed or whatever? Can we? Is this like I just can't play the game now? I literally just cannot play the game now. Welcome, Ultracar. In a non-professional setting, my biggest weakness is when it's 25 degrees outside. The weather. Biggest weakness is elemental damage. Alright, I think is there like a config file I can update somewhere? Is there really no way for me to play? Supraland. How to not use full screen. Something wrong with display mode. When I launch my screen alternate, yeah, exactly. I would not use full screen. Yeah, but I can't. The game literally launches. Alt enter. Oh, okay. Oh, alt enter. Wow. How did you know? How did he know this? Oh, but then going into the going into the options menu, it changes it back to full screen. Alt enter. Alt enter. Config file. Apparently at local app data Supraland saved. Config Windows no editor. Oh my god. Why do games do that? I just don't get it. Please. Please. Close the game. Alright, local app data. Supraland. Answer being the dev recommend, saying I recommend you don't use full screen. Oh, I didn't even realize it was the developer. I thought it was like some other person. And then he just didn't respond to this. It starts in full screen by default. You have to go to the menu to change that. Alright, config. We got Windows, no editor. Alright. Game user settings, maybe. Full screen mode. I don't know what a good value is for full screen mode. Let's try 1. Last confirmed full screen mode is 2. What if it was 1? What if instead being 2 it was 1? What if they ask you this in an interview? They're like, a game launches in dedicated full screen. How would you go about fixing this? And then you go, I would simply go to the settings, find out where the settings are, and then update the config values there. And then they go, this person's a genius. Most people would just not know what to do. But this guy knows. And then they're like, but what if the setting... Oh look, that worked. Okay, one was valid. Alright, video. We got 1920 by 1080, please. Depends where the interview's for. If it's for Microsoft, correct answer is to close the studio. No, no. Shadow quality, not epic, please. Please, why would they default everything to epic? Medium. Everything, no one needs anything more than medium. VSync, that's gotta be on. It literally has to be on. Alright, video game, Supraland. Welcome, Teeny, because you're so epic, Epic Games. Teeny, what is your greatest weakness? If you were asked your greatest weakness, what would it be? Welcome, Hongtown. Okay, maybe medium is not good. I can see all the textures popping in. Maybe it's not good to have medium. All right. Out of bed achievement for launching the... Oh, shoot. Where's our HP? Wouldn't the higher detail make the texture pop in worse? Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. All the crimes, your greatest weakness is crimes. Hold on. Camera shake, it's fine. Video. Anti-aliasing mode. DLSS. Resolution scale, motion blur, bloom. What the heck? We're out of water, please go down the pipe. Find out what's wrong. Yo, Super Mario. What the heck? Freaking Super Mario. Take sword. Any fans of swords? Any sword fans? Super Games presents Supraland. No way. Soy.net, he said the Zelda thing. He did say it's dangerous to go alone. I thought you were making a Soya Poya reference. I thought you were saying Soya Poi point. Soya Po point. Why are we on 7 HP? Why would they start us off on 7 HP? Soya... Oh, the cactus, right. I walked into the cactus several times. But that was before they showed me my HP bar. How was I to know that they had HP? No way. Soya Poya. You guys see that Essie's curse is broken? And that the team that she rooted for did not lose. That happened. If only I'd kissed the cactus a couple more times, he probably would have gotten an achievement for dying. No. Yo, this is just like Portal. You're so right. Put objects on other objects. It is cool though to see Essie is trending. And then I get to be smug. I get to be like, well, I knew about Essie before she trended. I was aware for a long time that she existed. I've even drawn fan art back in the day. Go to the King of Blueville. It's an OG. I've been enjoying being smug as well. Yeah, they're like, they don't even know. I know. I was like, what if I retweeted my fan art from years ago? Then everyone would be like, whoa, Wolfie's so cool for knowing someone before they were well known. They don't even know Essie's original model. They don't even know. Alright, where am I supposed to go? Look at that red crystal beyond the cliffs. You should go there. Ah, yes. I've been making use of the privilege. How so? What did you do? Yo, they got coins. Bro, 6 coins, sword damage. Sure. It's so cool to know all people before you blow up physically. So true. We don't know when I will literally blow up. But if it does happen, you can be like, well, I knew about him. You could be like, well, I knew about Wolfie during his Toho days. I knew about him from MapleStory. I knew about him from his RPG Maker forum days. I knew him from Neopets. And all the things. Being smug. But yeah, but has anyone asked you about it? They're like, hey, have you heard about this VTuber who has been cursed? How does he know? Like, we'll all be here. Be like, have you heard? Whoa, what about when vacuously trends or something? And they can be like, we knew about her before she was trending, before she was world famous. I feel like there is the downside where, like, if you have so many new people coming in, it kind of kills the vibe of the stream, doesn't it? Because, like, you know, when you have like thousands of viewers, you can no longer welcome everyone. Otherwise, it would just be like very tedious. Oh, I remember the days when they used to welcome everyone. But now they can't. Now they can't even do it. The money covers up for that part. Well, for them, I mean from the viewer perspective. I'm not considering the streamer. Who cares about the streamer, guys? It's all about the viewers. What about us, huh? What about our parasocial thing where they greet us specifically? I can't believe they no longer do this. Wonder what the long-term impact will be. I don't know. Cares about chatters. Am I not supposed to be... Oh, am I supposed to be putting this barrel in here? No? Okay. Ah, yes. Is this a button? Do I press the button? No, that's the respawn barrel button. Now, I thought that maybe I could jump on here and then jump in there, but that probably kills me. Maybe I don't do it. Oh, with a force cube, you could get the barrel out of there and bring it to the shop. A force cube? Or maybe I have to get a force cube. What the? You got enemies? This feels like a Minecraft style combat. This is literally horrible. Oh my god, I'm being killed by the basic skeletons. Oh, I'm dead. Dead. Guys, remember before this person was famous? I can be like, well, I knew about Northern Lion more than 10 years ago. Before he was known for killing people with hammers. Is this a force cube? Why does it have a blue side anyway? Is that a magnet? What even? Is this a force cube? That's a sponge? Oh, how can I tell? The secret area? What the? This game has Metroidvania upgrades? Oh no, Metroidvania. You were the first famous person. I saw some of the Tuhu back then. It was back in the day. You know, there is fan art of Essie that I've not posted on Twitter. The like birthday, like sometimes when people have their birthday stuff, I like post it on their Kudo board or their Reco card or whatever. And I always forget to post them like on social media. But now that I feel like people actually know who Essie is, they'd be like, well, he's just posting this now because she's famous. I have to be like, well, I drew this last year, okay? I literally... Actually, no, Chocojax was commissioned to draw Essie, like, before all this stuff happened, right? I remember. She posted recent a commission of Essie. I'm sure a lot of people are like, wait, this because she's famous. But no, this was before. This was before that happened. This was back in the day. He hates Twitter. I've not posted on Twitter in such a long time. Something happens if the barrel goes to health regen. Oh, okay, you gotta bring the barrels to the shop. What's the deal with... Oh, you can tell that this is a... Is this their way of gendering them? They're like, ah yes, you can tell that these are men and these are women based on their proportions. I don't know why that was necessary, but that's fine. You gotta get 80 stars for this. But what if it's actually the other way around? You know, what if these are the men and these are the women? And just because I had preconceived gender notions that I assumed that these were women and these were men? Unbelievable. To think that he would do such a thing. Right, he did say bring golden barrels. It is a true statement. Apparently there was a huge fire in the city while I was out clothes shop. What the heck? Clothes shopping and playing mahjong. Well, I'm glad you were safe. Unaffected by the fire. Reminding me of AAA Mario? No, but it's good though. I heard this game is actually good. Probably. You probably have to like ignite this thing, get this thing to be launched over. Like that. Like that. Literally like this. But do it correctly. Probably. Oh, you gotta break. Okay, you gotta break that thing. How would you break this thing though? Probably by walking up here and then doing this. But can I not just carry this thing? Okay, you cannot. I thought maybe you could just carry the thing up there. Guys, who's gonna be the next VTuber we know that's gonna become famous? It's gotta happen, you know? It's one of these days will be like, oh yes, this person back. She's already famous. She's literally so famous. Everyone knows. I'll be like, oh yes, the sugar glider. Of course, I know who that is. She's trended already. She had that tweet that had like 2 million views. That happened. But the question is, how many people remember that? That's the thing also. Being famous is like, do people really remember? I have successfully shilled back to others before. She has the potential. What did they say? Or the, whoa, this streamer is great. Thank you for recommending to me. I'll let you blow up instead. No, she's threatening me. Kind of. I've recommended Vax several times. And now many of my viewers are now her viewers. And this guy died. Please don't blow up. Oh no. What are these, minions? Okay, you probably gotta put something on these buttons. Assuming these are buttons. What about trending? What if we trended for some unknown reason? Like, what would it even be, though? What would we even trend for? posting on Twitter. We'll be like, hey guys, 6-7. And then everyone goes, whoa, that's the 6-7 guy. I wonder how funny it would be to do some astroturfing. In what way? You'd be like, this streamer is great. Whoa, this streamer is amazing. Whoa, have you heard about this trending streamer? People are saying they're the next big thing. Gotta check out their stream. When you have the force cube, talk to me again. I don't even know. Think we all go corpo. I'm gonna graduate, become corporate VTubers. Alright, what's the speed? Speed seems pretty good. Speed like the streamer? Wait, the force. Oh, you just buy the force. I thought you like gotta like find it or something. Sword damage, speed. We don't even have the money for that. Who do you think the next VTuber we know that's gonna go corpo? We're gonna be so smug. We'll be like, we knew them before they were corpo, okay? We literally are familiar. Also, you think Vac is gonna graduate and go corpo? No, can't believe this. Okay, it seems like my cursor for some reason is now on my Mac. Zoe doesn't know any other streamers. He literally doesn't even know. She's gotta fund the house. She's at risk. It'll be like, we're gonna give you so much money. She's gonna be so famous, she's gonna forget us. Isn't that sad? That's a sad thing. When people become famous and then it's just not the same anymore. They're never allowed to acknowledge their past. Me, when I'm corporate, I'll commission wall. What if I say no? What if I'm like, well, I only do commissions from indie VTubers nowadays. How dare you even suggest such a thing? She will ask Wolfie to make art for her debut, then people will flame her for copying Ame. That doesn't happen. People didn't flame Pomu for having Wolfie art on her stream. Okay, they said that if you had the Force Cube, that you would be able to get this thing out of here. But how? What do they mean? You could get the barrel out of there. Did Poma do it on her debut? No, that's right, she didn't. Something on the outside. Wolfie will be the one flaming me? I'll be like, how dare she do this? Oh, maybe you can put, oh, I see. You can block it from going there. True. True. That's how you do it. Guys, that's literally how you do it. What if we start trending for something? What if we just, like... What if we do the next World Cup? Oh, what the heck? I've moved my OBS window somehow. This game has, like, a weird thing where, like, if you move your cursor, like, too far, even in this view, it treats it as if... I don't know, it's hard to explain. You can't see it, but something very strange is happening in my situation right here. It's like moving over to my Mac. Oh, whatever, it's fine. The time for trends as World Cup is over? No, there's gotta be like another trend. What the heck? What the frick? Oh my god. Oh, I literally got the barrel and they killed me. They literally killed me. What's the next big trend? I don't even know. It's gonna be, what's the next big sporting event? Good night, Vacuously. Thanks for stopping by. She's gonna go trending literally tomorrow. We're gonna be like, what the? Remember when she was here? Now she's too famous to be here. That's it. It's gonna happen. The American Revolution. No. Any Americans? Any fans of America out here? I feel like the combat in this game, I don't know, I just feel the combat is like a little bit unnecessary. You got like the puzzle aspects, you know, those make sense. Overheard two girls talking US politics at a cafe today. What did they say? What are they talking about? Combat's very throwaway. Yeah, I feel like it could do without the combat. US politics. Assassinated. Did someone get assassinated? Did I miss something? Double jump. What the? Did I miss an assassination that happened? What the heck? This is how I learn. I guess like the way that I learned that who won and lost at the World Cup was from Messi. Talk about the Ubisoft game, Assassin's Creed. Went along the lines of if you could without impunity, would you assassinate someone? I don't think I would. I don't know. I feel like it really depends on many factors. What are these skeletons even doing, man? What's the deal with skeletons? Why are they even here? Can I even go up here? No. Oh wait, I can just do this. Have there been any VTubers that you've watched that have trended recently besides Essie? What do people even trend for? When was the previous person who trended for some reason? What does it even mean to trend? Loot. Enemies now drop coins or health when killed. Oh. Trend is when people mention someone. I mean, I know what a trend is. I'm getting a surprising amount of mileage out of this soup cube. Pippa recently got some unforeseen fame. I did not see that. I am not familiar with this. What happened? Do I want to know? Like, sometimes I feel like these kinds of things are things that I don't necessarily even want to know. Phase girls keep getting dojins. Now, based on context, I will assume you mean NSFW dojins. because otherwise that would not be of interest. It's regular to get doujins created. The fan community creating self-published works all the time. Sus. The fact that the word doujin now implies NSFW when it did not, okay? I'm gonna keep talking about this because this always happens. So doujins were not always associated with NSFW content. Any sort of self-published work would have been considered, and are still considered, doujins nowadays. It's messed up. There was a website, Doujin Style, where they would upload fan games, rhythm games. Toho was there. That's good and all, but those ones, yeah, I assume so, based on the context. Because otherwise it would not have been interesting to mention. Doujin games are the best, right? There were so many. Toho fan games, literally got Tohovania was one of them. The heck was that? Who's this? These freaking skeletons, man. There's too many skeletons out here. I don't see trends these days because I don't use Twitter anymore. What about on Blue Sky? Don't things trend on Blue Sky? Oh my god, we're dead. Isn't that better? Like, what do we lose anything from dying? Probably not. Double jump seems good, but we don't have the coins for it. We gotta get max coins. It's just a free warp. Oh, then I should have just died earlier. I feel like speed, 2x speed is like pretty big. Because like walking to areas just felt really slow. Now I know that stops us from getting max coins ×2. We just need like a few more coins. There's an art trend recently. Yeah, which one? A lot of things. Oh, was it the one about like isometric pixel art? I've been seeing that one. There's a tip that was like, here's how you do isometric pixel art. And then that one's trending. What the heck? What are other trends? How do we make the next trend? What the heck? What the? Enemies drop coins, you can just grind enemies. This game it is kind of strange. I do feel like, yeah, the combat, I don't know why they had the combat. Combat didn't need to be here. And also, you might be like, Wolfie, why do you keep looking up? And it's because the cursor is doing weird things. I'm like, putting this, hold on. The cursor, when I go down too far, the cursor goes on my Mac. Yeah, what about this? What? Nope. Okay. Band Dream Anime. I didn't know that was still a thing. Bandori. You know, I do sometimes take notes on what's trending. So that like months from now I can look back and be like, oh yeah, remember when this thing was trending? Yeah, we can all recall what was trending. Let me look at my trending notes. Trending. Person who stole the NYX colored trash can. You guys remember that one? That was trending. You guys remember the red button versus the blue button? That was trending. You guys remember Japanese Twitter users putting peanuts in Coca-Cola. Because that's like, they thought that was a thing that a lot of Americans did. But only like it was a small subset of America. That was trending. See, isn't it fun? Isn't it fun to take notes on things? You can look back on it. Remember all the good times we had. With these trending topics. Oh, what the? This guy, oh my god. Skeleton. It's a crazy whiplash between silly creature versus manipulative little girl. I don't think I've seen that art trend. I'm not familiar with this one. Silly creature. Manipulative child. I don't know. Wasn't an art trend summary of Band Dream Yumemita? Oh, you're talking about the anime, okay. Well, I don't know. Okay, now I assume I probably need double jump for that based on what that guy was saying, but what if I could make this jump? When did I last buy clothes? I don't even know. I don't even know. Literally, it's probably been many, many years ago. Oh. Probably so long ago. It's like at some point you have enough clothes that you could just cycle through the clothes. Actually, no, the last time I bought clothes probably was when I was in Japan. The second time I ever, or maybe the third time? I think it was the third time I went to Japan. I purchased a blue, a dark blue button-up shirt at Uniqlo. I cycled through clothes so much that they're kind of giving out. Dang. Do you ever iron your college shirts? I've never ironed my clothing. Wow, jump scare. I don't think I even have an iron. I'm not sure if that's a thing that I've ever had. Do you guys iron things often? You're out there ironing? Iron, maybe? All the collars on my shirts are lopsided and floopy. I mean, mine probably are too. It's probably the case for me as well. Hold on, we gotta like the cursor. It's just strange. How do I make this work? I know it looks like I'm losing my mind. And you're like, Wolfie, what is he doing? What is Wolfie even doing? The cursor is like exiting the program. And now it's like on my Mac. Am I not supposed to? Oh, I guess I can't even go up there. I was trying to do something that was not even possible. Eyes, freaking skeletons. You check it was set. Check it was set to borderless full screen. Yeah, I mean it definitely is. Or windowed full screen. Yes. Bunch of my online friends are doing a normal run of Pokemon Leaf Green. People out there doing normal runs and not Nuzlocke anymore. What the heck? Yo, do you see that? Do you see that jump? You can mouse out of window full screen in some programs. How many chat weapons? Yeah, I mean, I think that's what's happening here. Is that when I move my cursor too far down, it exits from the bottom of my screen and onto my Mac, which is the way I have things set up. Try to drop the cube on those monsters' heads. What cube? The cube that I'm creating. Has anyone played Pokemon recently? Any fans of Pokemon? No, no one even cares about Pokemon. Pokemon really fell off, guys. Literally. It's so last year. Oh, what the? Nuzlocke sounds fun. I don't know. I tried playing a Nuzlocke like once. And I was like, nah, I don't know if this is for me. Anyway, I'm gonna drink some water. It is hydration time. Alright, I've done it. I do have a hard time caring about Pokemon. I agree. I don't like giving Pokemon names. I used to be that way. I feel like when I was a kid, I would never name my Pokemon. But nowadays, I often name my Pokemon. I mean, when I do actually play Pokemon, which is, like, not often. I'm like, you know, might as well. Running ads during hydration break is a very American thing to do. Hey, I was doing it first. Okay, they literally copied me. Can you believe that they were watching my stream and they were like, whoa, running ads during hydration? That's great. We gotta start doing that. And then they started doing it. But I did it first. Up there you'll get the giant crystal. It conceals a powerful MacGuffin. Isn't that like the breakfast sandwich from McDonald's? With egg? Anyone have a banh mi recently? This has no relation to any subject. I had a banh mi recently. Whoa, Lego! Bro, this is just like that Lego game we were playing. You guys remember when we played the Lego game? That's pretty cool. Lobotomy? No, banh mi. What did you? How could you hear lobotomy? There was not even la. I guess like banh mi does sound like bottomy, but like I don't know, man. You gotta get that checked out. Or maybe it's me. Maybe it's my fault for not enunciating. Yeah, anyone get a lobotomy recently? What's that like? Any fans of lobotomy? Not lately. Anyone ever have one? What's that like? Anyone remove their brain just for fun? No, people aren't even doing that stuff anymore. None that I can remember. But it could have happened. Could have happened. You think maybe, like, you ever consider that we often don't remember things we did as children because it was, like, so long ago? But what if it's because they replaced our brain? You ever think about this? That maybe we don't remember because our brains were switched out? Really makes you think. Really causes you to wonder whether this is truly the case. It could be. I don't even remember everything I did even a few years ago. I can, because I write stuff down. Now, if you ask me anything that happened on any day... Here, we could even look it up. What was I doing July 10th, 2025? Let's check. Let's check July 10th. July 10th. 2025 07 10. I was playing Uma Musume. I was playing Uma Musume. I was also drawing vacuously as non-animated emotes at that time. That's what I was doing. What if someone else wrote it? No, no, it's me, it's me, it's me, I remember because I wrote them. What the heck? Why? How did the skeleton see me? See, I remember. This is why you gotta start taking notes. For important things like this. Loot luck. What if they put the brain of the guy who wrote those notes into your head? I mean, that's possible. But then, would that make me not the same guy? Like, is that guy... Like, who really are we? Like, are we the body or are we the brain? Like, if the brain was placed in another body, would it not still just be that guy? Or would it be... I don't know, I feel like, you know, usually we say the brain is in control. In which case it would be another guy. But there are elements of myself. It should not be discounted. Isn't it weird that discounted can mean, like, the price has decreased, but also that you're not counting it? Why is that? They're laughing at me. Welcome, luckiest jailbird. It is me. It's me. If you bounce over this wall, you need triple jump. We don't even have double jump. What the? Okay, so we probably, oh god. Who's doing this? There's 3 of them. We don't even have our AoE attack yet. We might never get it. Oh, health bar. Health bar giving you a visual representation of your health status. What the heck? Oh no. Okay, well, we will be able to afford double jump soon. Oh my god, they got me. They literally got me. Hey, what the? I don't even respawn in town anymore. You're telling me I gotta go all the way back. Is there a faster way? Not even gonna kill this guy. We're just gonna run. They can't get me because I'm really fast. Look at that. I'm so fast. Alright, let's get the double jump. We get the health regenerator. Welcome, Bongo Bongo. Big fan. Where are you guys coming from? Why are there suddenly 2 first-time chatters in the span of 2 minutes? What the heck? No one new ever shows up here. So listen. Oh, okay. I did draw those emotes. It is true. It is a true statement. First time chatter. No, last time chatter. Any last time chatters here? Anyone watch this stream and then just never come back? It could happen any one of these days. It could be one of us. You never know. Yo, we got double jump though. Welcome last Tabaka. Yo, last time chatter. What does this do? Okay, so that triggers that thing. And then you can just bounce. Sword damage times 2? Oh, plus 2. Why did it look like times 2? Me when things look like other things. What is this game? Supraland. Some kind of like physics-based puzzle platformer, which for some reason has combat. I don't know why the combat was necessary, but it exists. They have it. Alright, well, we have double jump. So now what? Now what do we do? Now that we have double jump. Well, now you can explore to more places. Surely this does something. Maybe, no. Hey, what happened to our HP? Why do we only have 10 HP? It's gone. Anyone looking forward to anything this weekend? Any video games? Any streams? Any books? People out there reading books? People don't read books anymore. The flea market? No, I believe you're spelling it the wrong way. It's F-L-E-A. I don't. Why is it called a flea market anyway? Like F-L-E-A, but like why is it spelled like that? They're not like selling fleas, are they? A fleece market. Free market. Any fans of fleas? Must be the old people saying the fleas. Anyone have fleas? Any dogs in the chat have fleas? No. The answer is no. No one would ever have fleas. That's not even a thing that occurs. What the heck? Is this not jumpable? Is this not a thing that is possible? Welcome, Sander. This game, Ross, have you played it? Are you a fan of Supraland? No, I can't make that. I either need to place a block or I need a triple jump of some kind. If that even exists. I think it's impossible. It's literally impossible. The developers have placed an impossible puzzle in the game. 30 hours? This game is that long? No! Emote attribution is also based. I think it's cool. can see who made an emote. Up. Okay, I guess we can't do it. I guess that jump is literally impossible. Hey, do you have something to shoot that thing above me? No, I don't. What? Is this fast travel? Wait. Oh, it probably is. They say 20 hours? Dang, I thought this game was like a short game. I mean, well, short like in the sense that it's like maybe like 10 hours, 5 hours maybe. 20 though? That's a long game. No one has time for a 20-hour game. Suffering from success. From a game being too long. Oh, you can get healed by the cactus. Just like in Peak. Alright, I'm gonna assume I'm not supposed to go that way. But then where do I go? Maybe here? Maybe this thing? Whatever this thing is? Nope. Oh, I haven't been here. Super Mario? Bro, it's literally Super Mario. Wait, supraland? Super Mario? Guys, it's literally Super Mario. Toyota Supra? That's a thing, probably. It's a me, Mario. That's what he says. That's Mario. Mario's always saying this stuff. What is this doing? Okay, so that is doing. Oh, I see. You put this here, and then it knocks a key, and then the key could maybe be used for something. Is there like a door? You guys seen a door around here? It's not it. It's not even it. Mario first appeared in the game Donkey Kong. It was named Jumpman. You got it from that Super Jumpman. No, what the upgraded skeletons? What the heck? Oh my god. Bro, it's Dark Souls. Get parried. Oh, this guy's so tanky. And only 2 coins for all that. It's not worth the effort. Where do I use this key? If you had a giant key, do they still make giant keys like this? Where would you use this key? Giant key, or a key to the city. What if the giant key was like the keyboard key? Use a key for it to open doors to... Not even just doors, you know, there's other things as well. They can be used to, like, for cars and stuff like that. No. Maybe it's like back here. Maybe the key is actually used in the beginning of the game. Maybe. Is there anything back here to use a key on? A door, maybe? No. Nothing. Guys, when was the last time you used a key? Very relatable discussion. When was the last time you all used a key? Nine. German people be like 9. Am I right, guys? Earlier today, I used a key yesterday when I returned home. Today on my door. It's logical. That's like a common thing. Where would we be as a society without keys? Really makes you think. Would we even be a functioning society? With no such thing as keys? Hey, where's my key? Oh my god, it's gone. Bro, my key is gone now. Oh my god. Maybe we'd be in a better place. No, there's no way. Keys are there to help us, okay? I mean, sometimes it stops us from doing things. Actually, no, the keys aren't stopping us. It's the locks that are stopping us. The keys are simply another thing. Alright, well, I don't know what to do. Clearly, there's somewhere where you use a key, but I've not seen it. I don't know how to get up there. What else even? What even is there? We got these skeletons. Whoa, he can jump. Bro, literally jumping. What about this? Alright, maybe there's something in like the previous area. Maybe. You know, when I looked at this, I thought that said 7-7. Is this just me? Does anyone else see 7-7? I was like, what the heck? Why would they have 7-7? But it wasn't. Can't even unsee it. I'm literally sick of it. Literally sick of 7. So sick. 7. I mean, I feel like I've done everything that I can see. Like, what else would they even have? Where even would the key... Why is the key here now? Enemies have been upgraded to stronger versions. I don't know where to use this key. What if that was it? What if that's it for this game? And then we find another game to play for the next 30 minutes? So I think we've seen the gist of this game. I think we get it. We get the puzzle action, we got platforming, we got enemies. And that's all, that's everything. That's all the 20 hours of content in this game. It's puzzle action. It does get much better later, as you get more abilities, contextualize how you see the world. You're not feeling. Is it one of those like you learn things and then it's like, whoa, you could have. Now that you can triple jump, you can go up there. No, I'm sure it's good. I'm just stuck for some reason. Maybe I'm just bad at this. But I'm very lost. So, I'm literally so lost. Got him. Anyway, that was that's Supraland. And now what? Now what though? Now what game? Let's look at the list of games once more. Bloodstained. No, if I were to start it, it would have to be on another stream. Because like, what if it's like really good, and then I'm like, oh no, I should have started it sooner. Instead, I will just never start it. The fear of a game being good means that you'll never play games. Okay, what about the good old game known as Botany Manor? But how short? Is it half an hour short? Because if it's half an hour short, it would actually be... I don't know, I can't use words anymore. It would actually be 4 hours? Oh, okay. Oh, then we can't play it today. I mean, I could like start it, but it feels weird, you know, half an hour. What about this one? I mean, people said this was hard. So maybe we play this for half an hour and then we just never play it again because we're like, this game is too hard. No, this game, I can't believe they made this game too hard. What about, wait, typing game, touch type tail. 11.8 gigs? What the heck is this game? Hold on. Bro, how can a game that looks like this be 11 point... What is it? 11 point something gigs. No way. No way, dude. Type to ramp your economy? Oh, maybe this is not my kind of game. My territory kind of game. It's good, but it's too hard for me. Was it Botany Manor or the other game that I just installed? Oh, Paquerette. Yeah, it's probably Paquerette. Probably this one. I guess we could play it. We play it for half an hour, and be like, "Whoa, the graphics are good." It's too bad the game is too hard. It's too bad. All right, let's play this one. Like Baba Is You. Yeah, I feel like Baba Is You would be too much thinking for me as well. Bun stack. What is this? They want access to my Epic Games account for what? See your friends list? Oh, this is probably like to see like solution times for your friends or whatever. Maybe. Come back, little bun. What are the buttons? Space? The bunnies, they flee. Buns avoid dead ends. Smart buns. Got it. Given the choice, bun flees straight away from me. Got him. They're so stupid. They don't even know. Dead end straight ahead, so Bun picked their left over their right. Silly Bun, there has to be a dead end back there. Told you, but you couldn't know. See, that's what I'm saying. They don't even know. Buns ignore obvious dead ends, then they pick their path. If they can't flee straight away from me, they go to their left. Got it. Alright, so they're gonna go here. And then they will go to the left. Actually, no, this one went straight ahead. I see. Does anyone act in this way? Can anyone relate to this bunny? Does anyone also do? I will never get this bun this way. I should do this differently. Press R or Z. Oh. I see. And then you gotta go this way. Bro, that bun is so stupid, it doesn't even know. Didn't even realize that was a dead end. Didn't even know. The buns, they made a baby. Welcome, Brooke. The baby was automatically collected. Bro, they're stacking. Literally stack. Help. Where's the strat here? If you were a bun, what would your strat be? Probably this. I'm confined. No bunny around here? My sniffer never lies. I can smell one. Weird. I can go back up if I need to. Press F on an entry to go back up. Oh, I see. No, I don't see it. Guys, actually, I don't see it. How do you even get that one? You can't. You actually just can't. Right, so they will not go that way. Difficult game. Everyone's saying that. Well, that's not it. That's clearly not it. No. Did anyone try to catch a rabbit like this in real life? What if this was based on real rabbit behavior? If rabbits in real life also always prefer going to the left, avoiding dead ends when possible. They're also turn-based, is true. It's true. Got him. The buns have little tunnels. I can't even go there. They can go there, but I can't go there. Alright, so we gotta go the other way. No, that's the same thing. But this isn't. It does seem like this is gonna get really hard. Like, what if it's already really hard? And I don't even realize. You can't be doing this stuff. Mr. Rabbit literally evading me. It's literally juking me. That's a term that people definitely still use. Right now the bun is here. Now it's back there. They're making a bunny raising game, the developers of this game. Yes. Hold on, what else did they make? Is this their only game so far? Oh, 10 out of 10. How can this game possibly have overwhelmingly positive? Another game? What is this? Play as a different character. Horror bunnies? What the? It's a lot of bunnies. There's a lot of bunnies over there. This does feel like the kind of game that I would play like as a one-off itch.io game. Like if this was like maybe like a like a short half-hour game, it could be it. We know it's not. We know this is a long game. A long game that challenges many. What's the strat here? What even is the strategy? I found this game pretty frustrating. I can see the appeal. I think the graphics are nice. The music is pretty good. The graphics. But yeah, despite the fact that, you know, the bunny moves in a predictable manner, I feel like is like even then it follows rules, but I feel like even then it's kind of hard to tell, to internalize those rules. It's kind of just like trial and error, right? You go this way. And then once you go that way, I mean you have to go up, right? There's no other way. It has to be this. But no. It's not the way. Maybe you could do with an easy mode where the bunny AO is visible. Maybe. Okay, so the bunny goes there. It's definitely just gonna go forward. How do we stop it? Can't. You just end up in this kind of loop, you know? You just keep doing the same thing. Is this anything? Okay, this one. Surely this is it. Lane change. Well, lane change like the League of Legends bot lane or whatever. What did they say? Bot lane. A jungle. That's a thing, you know? People always talk about jungle. Do people change lanes? I don't know. I've never played it. No, what the? It's all the way up there. They probably change lanes. You tell me once someone is assigned bot lane that they never change lanes. I don't think so. I don't know. I do think this game is too hard. It's way too hard. No. I just can't figure it out. It's literally, they made an impossible game. If I get stuck trying to catch a particular bunny, I can just go down and press on deep. You guys remember that one bunny from like way before? Never got. I remember. There was no way to access it. Maybe you learn mechanics later that make this one clearer. No, they will never introduce new puzzle mechanics. I won't stay defeated for long, bunny. I will come back up sometime. Press F to go back up. I can also press Z to undo. Oh, I didn't even realize. Z, that is in fact a thing. What if I just skip all of them? What if I just go, you know what, I'm done. Let's just... An elevator here? Pretty sure buns can't use those. Why not? Why can they not use them? They expect me to think that they're stupid or something? They don't even know how to use an elevator? No, they could just jump up, surely. They have ways of interacting, probably. Now, what if I just give up? What if I just give up? Should capture the bun before going back up, or wherever this will take me. What if I don't? Haha, what if I don't? W elevator? Well elevator? Lil Goof Newt. Bonnie? Bunny? Small Moko? So very small. Moko. Ooh, a Moko? Ophaline? Wait, that's the other character. Switch windows. Wow. I saw the bunny vent, sus. Tunnels. Okay, so this is the set of rules. What if it was like Baba Is You, where you can delete a rule? What if that was a thing? They considered making this a thing. You're back? I'm afraid to ask, but yes, I'm the one who captured the buns. That's terrifying. What do I do with all these hay-eating goblins? Bunnies are for keepsies. Can't promise I'll feed them correctly. I can keep an eye on them. So tell me, welcome to Green Blob Code. Did you enjoy the elevator ride? You're the one who repaired it. Who else could have repaired it? I don't know. It could have been anyone. The bunnies. She still has stuff to tell me? What? Why did they do this? If you have any issue figuring out how to capture bunnies, I can help. Think of it as a way to lessen their suffering from being endlessly chased. You can press H to see where you have to bring the bunnies to capture them. I'm pressing H right now. Still stuff. Why don't they just have her say all this stuff at once? Craft something special. Bunny. You have to free the bunnies. Alright, what else? What the? 76%? 0%? It's blue now. I won't be able to catch the bunny here unless I use one of my traps. Press space to lay and pick up traps. Oh, we got him. What are these bunnies doing underwater? What are they even doing here? Welcome, penis. I think one of the levels will be the moon, probably. I love doing that stuff. Okay, this is it. Oh, look at that. Doesn't even know. The bunny doesn't even know. And then what? Surely it's gotta be. It's gotta be this, right? It's gotta be this. Okay, the traps made the game much easier. Now, I will probably regret saying that, but at the moment, it seems like that's simpler. Okay, I can probably put a trap in there. And then it just won't go there. One square right of the choke point. Yes. No. Looks like it might be the greatest video game of all time. No, there's no way. They would never do that. What if it was... What if it was like... It was like here. I don't know. What if it was here? And then what? And then shit on there. Why would she only bring one? Carrying capacity issue? I don't think so. Maybe it's a cost concern. Maybe it gets harder to walk around when you have too many. What if I just skip this one? What if I just don't do it? What if we put this here? No, I didn't mean to. Didn't even mean to do that. Now what if we did this? What if we did this? Didn't mean to do that either. Okay, now the bunny's here, and if you did this, and then put the trap here. Welcome, old man diabetes. Look at that wealthy crab. What the? That's no crab. That's just a crab-like creature. Just somehow different from a crab. It's probably this, right? No. What could it even be? Where even would we go? They're too smart. The bunnies are too smart. I'm just gonna skip this one. We're just gonna skip all these. It's gotta be there, right? Bunnies are cheating. They're literally cheating. How could they do this? No. Alright, now it's in here. There's gotta be some kind of thing that can be done here. No. Welcome, Yuko. Alright, what if I just skip this one? What if we just skip all of them? What if we just don't even try anymore? Let's get out of here. And then what? Whoa, the color scheme changed. Blue bunny. Oh yeah, they are different colors. I thought that was just the shading, but they're actually blue. They're literally also blue. At least all bunnies? No. Well, anyway, that's paquerette. I was about to say, are you holding your breath underwater? But now this is different. No, we don't even know. Progress is automatically saved. Yes. Well, I guess that's it. That's all for the stream. I'm going to uninstall this game because I don't think I will be playing it. It seems too hard. Same thing for Supraland. I think I will not be playing that game. I should probably also uninstall a Ranger because I kind of also don't plan on playing that one. We do still have Log Sim installed though. good game. Alright, well that's gonna be it. And thanks for watching. Let us find out what day it is. I'll rate someone. Was it long morning sim once a staple? It was. Back in the day, back when I used to have stuff to talk about. Nowadays, not so much. Alright. Ooh, French Fry Day, we got Kitten Day, we got Don't Step on a Bee Day. We got Pizza Day in Brazil. Today was good Zatsu. It was good that I had someone who is so bad at interviewing that I had something interesting to talk about. That's a benefit. Me when I when I have a bad interview, oh, good thing I talk about this on stream. Let's do French Fry Day. Let's do National French Fry Day raid. It is French Fry Day, so few places seem to have good deals. I didn't even know that people had deals. National French Fry Day raid. Let's look for French fry emoji. French fries emoji. We got this one. It's not pasting. French fry emoji. Copy the emoji. Okay, and then paste the emoji. There it is. Alright, who is streaming? Who's out there today? Bunch of people live right now. But which of these people will I raid? That's a good question. Good question. Scrolling. Me out there scrolling. Scrolling my list of people. What about this person? This guy is a streamer that exists and I've never raided. Let's raid George Chungus. Streaming something. Is this like a model reveal stream or something? I don't even know. He appears to be AFK though. It appears that, oh, he's running ads. He's literally running he has just started running ads. I can't be raiding into an ad break. That would be messed up. Can't raid into ads. Well, I mean the ad break's gonna end soon, right? So surely by the time the raid goes through, the ads will not be running. Welcome Phoenix TV. Is Chungus even cool with the kids? Big Chungus? Probably. Maybe. Anyway. That's it. I should be back tomorrow with Variety Saturday. Maybe we'll find some games to play, perhaps. I don't know. Good times. Good times out there, gaming. Playing crosswords and other such things. 1 minute of ads remaining, guys. Literally, you will be watching ads. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.